Definitely. I had my son in 2018, May 6th. I went viral in August and May. So check it. Me having a son, already I was on a different type of time, you feel me? I gotta get it, gotta get to it, gotta get through it, whatever. So me having a son, if you think about it, Big DILF, you know what a DILF is, right?
Yeah.
I know what DILF is.
I thought about it the other day.
I mean,
explain
to people that don't know.
I'm not gonna say
I can't call him that.
All right, explain to
just like we can't call you CD, we ain't calling nobody that.
So look, I'm gonna tell y'all what Big DILF was in 2018. It's not what it is now. Yesterday's DILF is not today's DILF. Motivation, where I come from. You know, I'm from Brownsville, never ran with Will. Like just getting out the hood. But more than that, like honestly, my of course my son's my motivation, but what's really one of my motivations is just like showing like where you come from, you know, you can make it out and be different and all that types of sort. So that's my motivation every day, like showing like, yo, it's possible. Like I'm 30 years old and I'm still grinding, like still ain't where I wanna be, but like, yo, niggas that know me know I've been doing this shit since I was like 17, 18, and it's like I ain't give up. If I would've been stopped, I wouldn't even got this far, and I'm even getting farther. So I just like just people to look at me like, nah, if he can do it, I can do it too, type of thing. Because in my hood, it's nothing but like followers and shit. Yeah, I was once a follower, you feel me? I'm sure all of us was like going down the wrong road or whatever. You had to just like, yo, this ain't for me. You feel me? So I'm
making stupid money.
Nah, that's a fact.
These kids from Brownsville, my pop, our school is 90% black. We might have one kid that's white in the whole school. Like, you gotta think, like, the way we grow up is very different from everyone else. Like, to own your own trucking business, like to own your own clothing line, this is the stuff that our kids is gonna end up doing.
Or probably would know like, yo, I can put energy.
Like to be a chef. Like all that stuff is stuff that they didn't have no chefs there, no anybody that owned a trucking company. Like stuff like that is anybody that does video. Like they didn't have no one there that these kids can
relate to. All generic professions.
Welcome back to another episode of Just Dadding, the podcast. I go by the name of Chocolate Dad.
It's your boy Saya, aka Saya.
It's your boy Status.
It's your man 9-5. Like Steve said, welcome to another episode of Just Dadding, the podcast. Missed y'all, man. It's been a little bit, all right? Every 2 weeks now, man.
Y'all we had to slow down. Shit was getting out of hand.
Yeah, it was getting crazy, man.
I was even here.
Blame Preach on everything, right?
Yeah, why not?
We appreciate everybody for tuning in. Like we always tell you, like, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. We're gonna have ourselves a great episode this week.
We're gonna have ourselves a Growlin episode.
You heard? As you can already tell, man, we got a dope guest in the building. We got Wavy in the building. Go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
Yo, what's Growlin? You already know what it is. Big DILF in the spot. Just don't make it hot. You ain't growling, you wildin'. Get your money up and not your funny up.
What the fuck?
Yo, before we get anywhere, everybody already want to know.
Let me just switch gears and we could just come right back. Like, I want to take a moment out. Let's get a moment of silence to my homie, my dog, Bella. Was one of this.
100%.
This her rest in peace, man. That was my dog, and before we do anything, cause she watched the show first. One of the first persons I sent the episode to before we even did anything. She gave us input, and so I just want to give her this time just to like,
absolutely,
moment of silence. All right, man. So we can start the show.
Bella, we love you, yo.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
So yeah, son, where did that shit come from, bro? Like, when you was brushing your teeth one day or you was looking at somebody, like, where the fuck did that sound come from, bro?
Nah, honestly, shit, I used to be in the crib. So basically, I used to like go out and do podcasts and shit, because I first started on doing YouTube videos in 2012 and shit. So I used to go out and do podcasts and shit like that, and then people never used to remember me. Like, I'd see them at an event or something, and I'd be like, yo, what's good? And they'd be looking like, who this? I'm like, nigga, you just interviewed me like a week ago type shit. So I'm like, yo, I need like something that would stick with people, you feel me? Like, every time I do this, they'll be like, oh, that's you, you know what I mean? Something like that. So one day I was in the crib just thinking of different noises and shit, then I just came up with the growl. And I was like, yo, I'm about to start doing that. That's gonna be my mark. Like, yo, what's good? My name Wavy. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know what I mean? Oh, you the one that make that noise. So I know the noise, they remember more than the name type of shit. So that's how I came up with that.
That's true. I mean, even like even like our kids and stuff like that. Like they tell you like when you want to get them to like learn and do stuff, whatever. Like it's like you were saying, like sounds,
pictures and sounds
and stuff like that. So that's for you to think about that, knowing like intentionally, like this is what I'm gonna do to get people. So that's
but that's just in general. As human beings,
yeah,
what we listen to, sounds and pictures.
Exactly.
So forever.
A growl though. Like
how did you even like I ain't gonna front. Like I heard other people grab, but nobody could grab, like do it like you do it. Like Yeah, like yours is like
It got better over the years though.
You have other sounds
It got better.
like a cat or some shit like.
Anybody can do a cat.
No, I'm saying, but like what determined like you had a draft? Like, I got these 3 sounds. This one is the one.
Cats. I don't want to be the pussy nigga.
No.
A dog. I don't.
you don't want to be the nigga that
got the dog.
Nah. I'm saying though, like before you got to the growl was the first sound. You're like, nah, this it, or like you had others.
I was just thinking of shit. Then I don't even know how I even know I could do that. I just was. I don't know. That shit just came, but it wasn't as strong and aggressive as it is now. It was like some weak shit. It was more like a like that. Yeah. You feel me? Then I perfected. Like now I gotta get stronger and stronger. Especially after I went viral. I'm like, nah, I gotta.
Yeah, I gotta keep this shit rolling.
Yeah, so I got some surgery and shit, and then they
For real? You got
I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you.
I was to say that's crazy.
You don't know what I caught that.
He got a BBL in his vocal
Nigga said BBL. Nigga said a throat BL.
Going viral. Like the first time I ever seen it was when you had on the UPS uniform and you're like, yo, if I get 10K likes, it's over. I'm quitting my job. And from there, 10K get followers. You're like, I'm quitting my job. And then from there, like, I didn't see you ever in the uniform. So I quit your job. That's the first video you ever saw? That's the first video I ever seen.
What was the first, well, not even the first, but the video that did it though? Hell yeah, that's the main shit.
When
I walked out the store, I'm like,
he had that big ass
bag.
Yeah. Get your money up, not your funny up. And then I hit the grab. You never saw that?
Yeah.
That was the one that led up to
that was the very first one I saw. The one with the big ass Patron taking out the shopping bag type of thing.
Yeah.
Nah, that's not the first one I seen.
That was the first. Huh?
You doing the superhero joints with the do-rag.
Nah, that's not me. See, you ain't doing your research. Nah, that's what's his name. What's his name? Pop. What's the big dude with the daughter?
Pop. Y'all didn't talk about Vasquez.
Yeah. It's all good. You ain't know. Now they say you ain't been here in a while.
All right, so boom, right? So you decided, all right, I'm gonna go do this, YouTube. I'm gonna be fun. I'm gonna be intentional. You got your sound up, and obviously the video work because you quit your job,
and
it's been going on, right? And then in the midst of all of this, right, you also have a child, right? So what was that transition like in your mind? Because when you quit your job, was this what you're doing now? Was this bringing you in bread?
So look, between me and you guys, I didn't quit my job until last year.
Oh
that
shit!
Video, yeah, facts. Last year,
that's in the world now, but you
have to make sure.
To everybody.
Between me and everybody, if you really follow me, you know, because I threw up a post and shit like that. But I was working at Mount Sinai Hospital for like 10 years.
So you wasn't doing UBS?
Nah, not at all.
Fooled you, nigga.
You know what's crazy?
You lied to your Instagram is a liar.
Everything is entertainment though. You feel me? A lot of my ideas I was getting from like 6ix9ine around that time, because he was around the same time bubbling. All his shit was trolling. So I'm like, damn, that trolling shit really works. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna troll these motherfuckers with the like I worked at UPS. You know what I mean? Man, shit, 10K followers, I'm gonna quit my job. I already knew I was gonna get the 10K because my shit was going ridiculous. Like it was going OD. So I already knew I was gonna get the 10K. Then I don't know if you peep in that video when I was like 10K followers, it's a UPS truck in the back. So I did that on purpose to show, like, make it look like I work for UPS. So the next one I'm in a UPS uniform. So fuck these niggas heads up. And I did another video with a UPS worker on my block. I spoke to him. Like, yo, let me do a video. He said, yeah, I seen your shit. I'm like, yo, let me do a video. You like, yo, Wavy, come back to work. I'm like, yo, fuck that job.
Yeah, I seen that one too.
Yeah, so
that's what I
made it look like
so you strategically plant this out.
Like a motherfucker.
And the work. And and shit like that, I respect. Cause it's like, yo, I know where I wanna be. I know what I gotta do to get there. I'm going to do it by any means. And you like right now the whole viral word shit works. And you figured it out, and I respect that. I ain't gonna lie. It's like because I know people are trying to like. And I know there's many people out there trying to like break into the like go viral, just doing it all wrong. You know what I'm saying?
So this is my thing. This is the approach I took at this shit. I went viral like a bunch of times like before that. Like I could show you videos. You probably be like, oh word, that's you. Like years because I first started on YouTube, but I used to cut up my sketches and throw them on Facebook and shit like that. So I show you shit, you probably be like, word. But what my problem was, I was never consistent with it after. I go viral then like go missing. I ain't posting like 2 weeks because I ain't know how to act to that shit. Like, what the fuck do I do next? So when I saw the Growlin shit really stick, I was like, nah, I gotta hit him.
It's like being a rapper.
Exactly, you feel me? You gotta hit another hit type shit, yeah. So that's what it was for me.
So all right, boom, all right. So obviously you didn't work for UPS, but you ended up quitting your job at the hospital, you said last year, right?
Oh, my fault. So even you were saying how my son played it to the
yeah, because I mean, I didn't know the information until just now. Because in my mind, I'm thinking, all right, like you're gonna quit your job to go into something of the not necessarily unknown because it's something you're looking to go do, but it's not like
it's taking a risk.
Right,
Like,
exactly. It's not like you're getting a check for this every week, every so often. But now you also bring in, you know, a child into the world. So how did that adjust maybe your grind, what you wanted to do, second guessing, all of that?
So this how I'm about to fuck your heads up real quick. But I'm gonna get back to that. But a little before that, it's crazy. Me having my son, I had my son in, damn, I'm not good with the birthdays and the years.
2018.
Is that how I said 2018?
How old are your son? Let's start with that.
About to be 4.
Oh,
18,
all right.
19, 20, 21, 22.
So 19, 20.
Oh, I had my son 2018? Yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe.
My
We'll
son
take
about
a birth
to be-
certificate later.
My son about to be 3, and I had him 2019.
Oh, okay, so yeah, definitely. I had my son 2018, May 6th. I went viral in August and May. So check it. Me having a son, already I was on a different type of time, you feel me? I gotta get it, gotta get to it, gotta get through it, whatever. So me having a son, if you think about a Big DILF, you know what a DILF is, right?
Yeah.
I know what DILF is.
I thought about it the other day.
I mean,
I can't call him that.
Explain to people that don't know.
I'm not gonna
So look, check
I'm
it.
not saying nothing.
All right, explain to
Just like we can't call you CD, we ain't calling nobody that.
So
neither.
look, I'm gonna tell y'all what Big DILF was in 2018. It's not what it is now. Yesterday's DILF is not today's DILF. DILF stood for Dad I Like to Fuck.
That's
That-
not.
that's what I was.
Back then. That's not what
Yeah.
it is now.
Huh? Nah,
Let
I changed it.
him explain. Let
So
him
look,
explain.
so I cleaned it up because one day, like after I started going viral, you know, Big DILF, Big DILF. Then one day I walked by a school and the kids is going crazy. Oh, Big DILF, Big DILF. Da, 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 da. And I'm like, yo, they cannot be calling me that. I didn't know I had, because, you know, I wasn't doing my
that's
videos like to kids, like
Yeah.
shit, but like back to what y'all say, with kids, sounds and all that other shit, so they like the growl shit. More I get around kids, they Big DILF, Big DILF. I'm like, nah.
That's wild.
Change it to Damn I Love Fatherhood. So that's why, yo,
That's fire.
DILF is now
That's
Damn I Love
fire,
Fatherhood.
yo.
So we all DILF to that.
That's fire.
Nah,
That's smart.
Yeah.
you the big deal.
This is what I'm gonna say.
Real shit.
Hey, Becca, when I get home, call me Big DILF later, but for the audience, you know what I'm saying? Now that's fire though, because like you said, like hearing what you're saying, right? Though, like I never met you day in my life, so just
Okay.
today, right?
Yeah.
But we've all seen you through Instagram, social media, YouTube, things of that nature, right? But two things that's really sticking out to me is one, like you being intentional with what you wanted to go do, like sitting in the room, like, you know, perfecting the sound that you have now, the growling.
Yeah.
And then now even to like think like, yo, like damn, like I don't want these kids out here in school telling their teachers, getting in trouble, whatever.
Yeah.
And so now you changing the connotation to something positive, and you're obviously your father, so you know that or whatever. So I respect that. That's fine, because I ain't gonna hold you. A lot of niggas will be like, fuck it, because I want to get bitches, so I'm gonna get homie deal.
That's
you know
a
what I'm
fact.
saying?
That's a fact,
But
though.
having that consciousness of being able to do that is it says a lot about you.
Nah,
I
definitely.
did see like on your page, there was some times that you went to schools and
Yeah, all the
did meet
time.
with the kids.
Nah, facts, all
And
the
that's
time. Like
dope.
the kids is that's my main fan base type shit. Like I used to do it for like us type shit. I don't even worry about, you know what I mean? I just do it straight for the youngins because their parents gonna spend the money. Yo, Dad, I want to Velveeta, whatever.
All right,
So,
let's bring it
What's
back.
a Velveeta?
Wait, we'll get to that. Let's bring it back. So
Hold on, real quick before this one point I want to make. So me calling myself the Big DILF is because I had a son. So I was calling myself Big DILF, Big DILF, Big DILF. So when I did that video that went viral, I was like, I'm the Big DILF, don't do that. So it was like me having a son is what made me viral. Like, you know what I mean? If I didn't have my son, I'd probably still be out here still doing other type of videos, not knowing, you know what I mean, which way to go and shit like that.
All right, cool. That's dope.
So, no, back to what you were saying. You said May 6th had your son. August you went viral.
Yeah, yep.
So after you went viral, what was your train of thought like with having a kid? Like, all right, I'm really full-fledged in this. Like, I got to do this, or like, what was your thought process on what else? What was your motivation besides your kid?
Motivation, where I come from. You know, I'm from Brownsville, never ran, never will. Like just getting out the hood. But more than that, like honestly, of course my son's my motivation, but what's really one of my motivations is just like showing like where you come from, you know, you can make it out and be different and all that types of sort. So that's my motivation every day, like showing like, yo, it's possible. Like I'm 30 years old and I'm still grinding, like I ain't where I want to be, but like, yo, niggas that know me know I've been doing this shit since I was like 17, 18, and it's like, I ain't give up. If I would have been stopped, I wouldn't have even got this far, and I'm even getting farther. So I just like just people to look at me like, nah, if he could do it, I can do it too, type of thing. Because in my hood, it's nothing but like followers and shit. Yeah. I was once a follower, you feel me? I'm sure all of us was probably going down the wrong road or whatever. Then you had to just be like, yo, this not even me.
She had to click,
You
right?
feel me? So I want people, I want my peers and my peoples and people in my hood to see this and like, damn, if he could do it, I could do it too. So that's my motivation to do like, I can't let up because there's a lot of people counting on me.
What you just said is exactly what I guess the mission of what our podcast is all about, right? So obviously we're all fathers here, and you know we're all from the different hoods and stuff of that nature. But exactly just that, right? Like we've been around. We ain't gonna talk about all the shit we've been around, but showing like, yo, like you grind every day, do what you gotta do. Not everybody's gonna take the same path to get where you're going, but it's all about like, I gotta be better today so I can be better for tomorrow. And keep going. So you showing the kids that, and you know, people might not grow up and think, I want to be doing something funny, but it's like, all right, if you have that in you, if you're artistic, whatever, don't shy down like, oh, you have to go get a job, you have to go do this or traditionally or whatever. So showing people like there's just a wide array of opportunity out there and leveraging the internet. Like the internet is here, and you know there's so much negativity that comes with it. But look at how you leverage it and be like, I always think back looking like a Cardi B type of thing, right? Like, you know, all the shit that she was doing and stuff, and then she's going on TV and then leveraging social media, and like, you know, I'm not gonna say that she's one in a million because she's just somebody who leveraged the opportunity in front of her, just like you did, and just like what we're constantly doing here with this podcast. But Steve, you had a question.
I forgot I had a question, but I just had a thought from what Wavy just said. So yesterday, at my school, I work in Brownsville.
Oh, where?
I work at Brooklyn Collegiate. Yeah.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah. So at my school, we had a career day, and I was just thinking about like all the careers that they had there. Yeah. But it was nobody like Wavy there.
Yeah.
You understand? No, I didn't even know they was doing. I came in with career day.
Wait a minute.
I didn't even know this.
Listen,
what you do at the school?
You the guy that's constantly didn't know they have a career day?
He showed up for the checks. He's ready to get paid.
He's crazy.
Listen, like y'all gotta work in a school to know how a school function. Like they just like if someone's in charge of that, they'll do their own thing and just send out an email. They won't probably ask for help because it's like
that is terrible.
Yeah, it is. It is. I agree with you. It's terrible. Like. It's terrible. Like
the nigga like, oh yeah, we got career day on Tuesday. Oh
yeah.
Like shit, let me run outside and grab the UPS guy real quick.
Nah, you're stupid.
The person that's planning it already planned it, and they just let us know like, yo, it's career day.
Oh, so you
we gonna need to block up. Yeah, you can't really help because I guess their focus was that one job. So
what type of jobs was it? Regular doctor?
So that's the thing. It was like an FBI agent, a detective. I mean, those are
shit niggas
little bit
never gonna
different. But
one in a million.
Are you in Brownsville? Some of these kids ain't thinking about being detective.
FBI agent. That's for them. That's a negative. Like I don't want to go be the 12. I don't want to be there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, if they tapped into like our community, like the people that actually are from New York that know other people. We could have had Wavy there. I have friends who have clothing line that they could have been there.
Oh,
these are stuff these are stuff these kids
could have us.
We could have did that shit. We could have did that shit.
Yeah, like they need to be open to other like. Growing up, all I heard was doctor, lawyer, and all this other stuff. Like
all that shit. Yeah.
Like this man worked hard to go viral and just kept pushing from there. Like they need to understand.
But not even just that. Like as a person who is on social media and things of that nature, but there are also underlying like opportunities, right? Like people who code, right? People who
plumbers.
Not even plumbers. I'm talking about like the social media realm of stuff, right?
Yeah.
There are people whose jobs it is to be like creative marketing and digital marketing, like Drew, right? He's a shout out to Drew and the team. Digital marketing, things of that nature. It's basically stuff that we're doing now, but as a profession, right? How many times a day people go on social media and posting stuff, but I'm not gonna post at this time
for that shit.
because I know that if I post it at like 6 or 7, it's gonna go up. But if I post it at like too early, you know what I'm saying? But that's a real life thing. Like think about like commercials. Certain commercials only show certain times a day because the people know their audiences. But these kids don't. These kids know this information. They just don't know that this exists
how to apply
for something
that shit
to do
correctly and capitalize on that shit.
Exactly.
But it's like you will never know if somebody don't let you know.
I mean, if you know, though.
Are you just trial and error? You figure it out on your own.
Yeah, people that you know is telling you to be doctors, or they
exactly. But that's why I feel like the school system. I've always been fucked up and like it just been like staged. That's how I feel. It's staged. It's like you're gonna get it, you're not gonna get it. Yeah, but it's like I'm not getting it because I can't relate to it. Yeah. Right. That's why it's not like I'm just not getting like I'm stupid or something. That just don't interest me.
That's why
so
like when you said like that one person's in charge of it, I'm feel like, okay, cool, yeah, you might be in charge of career day every year, but if you're not including your peers and everybody else to get other ideas, you know what I'm saying? Like they say variety is the spice of life. Just like diversity and inclusion is always gonna help grow people. Like if people don't reach out to people that they don't know, you're never gonna know what they know. So that one person, that teacher, guidance counselor who's in charge of it, he should reach out to y'all weeks and months in advance. Like, yo, I'm having career day. What do y'all think? Like, oh, yo, I know somebody who does They want to come through and show people whatever, right? Like people look at like
it's just
even like owning your own truck. Shout out to my boy V12,
That's what I'm
right? He got his own
saying.
truck.
Yeah.
Like people don't think about that.
to
Dispatching,
me,
like
this is the
they're
career
making
that these
stupid
kids
money.
Nah, that's a
these
fact.
kids
More
from
than-
Shit.
these kids from Brownsville. My pop, our school is 90% black. We might have one kid that's white in the whole school. Like you gotta understand, like the way we grow up is very different from everyone else. Like to own your own trucking business, like to own your own clothing line. This is the stuff that our kids is gonna end up doing.
Or probably would know like, yo, I can put up energy.
Like to be a chef. Like all that stuff is stuff that they didn't have no chefs there, no anybody that owned a
Chefs
trucking
is lit.
company. Like stuff like that is anybody that does video. Like they didn't have no one there that these kids can
They had
relate
all
to.
generic professions.
These kids
You
are
think
on
about-
Instagram all
You
day.
think about somebody like Preach. Preach has like 67 jobs and shit, but you know what I'm saying? But like he owns like studio spaces and video edits and all that kind of shit. The video's gotta come from somewhere.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
somebody's
saying?
gotta
Like we ain't
create
shooting in my house. You know what I mean? Like there's so much like, things into there. So to everybody out there, leverage what's out there, right? Talk to the kids, let them know, like, yo, like.
And stop treating like a job, though. That's
Right,
the
like, you don't
problem.
have-
The
like-
easy way is to go into a structured situation where you're like, all right, I'm a teacher, doctor, this and that. But then you treat like a job because you're just like, I'm just gonna do this and go home. But if you start being creative, you start looking outside. It's like you didn't treat it like a job. You was just like, I'm being
Not just having fun, yeah.
Yeah, when you work with your job, you're not intentional. You just follow instruction. But when you're trying to create a business, you're going intentional. Who's your market? Who's gonna be your customer? Who's gonna be the people that's gonna buy more? Who's gonna, like you said, the parents is buying the stuff for the kids.
Not
Like,
facts.
they ain't teaching you that being a teacher. They're not even teaching that in business school. Honestly, they're teaching you A, B, C, and D. So when the person's out there trying to introduce it to the kids, all they doing is doing their job. So I hate to say it like that, but the person that's got to do it got to be somebody that's not getting paid for it. It got to be somebody like what we're saying right now, like we trying to introduce it to you because we lived and walked it. If you put a person like, oh, what's your job is setting up job
fairs.
Yeah, job fairs. This is what they're gonna do. They're gonna find all the typical jobs. They're not gonna do no
easy.
work. They're gonna sit there and find the police officers. They're gonna find the FBI agent, the doctors, because that's the simple thing. But they're not gonna go and reach out to you. They're not gonna reach out to you, even us. They're not gonna reach out to the dude that's honestly, shoot, them dudes that be what we saw about the other day, surveys. They make bank like surveys. Nobody gonna sit there and
Fuck
say,
is that?
What you mean?
No,
What you mean? A nigga that's not gonna do it?
No, surveying. So if you ever seen
But
somebody with
like
like a hard hat on the corner, and they have like that tripod,
Oh,
and they're looking like
maybe-
that or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah, a little machine
Like,
shit.
Oh yeah, they be taking picture of the crib.
Yeah,
that's
like
not
the
what they're
block.
doing
You go to
though.
Mac.
That's not what they're doing.
Always what they do. Always what they did.
Yeah,
All
what
right.
the fuck?
Yeah.
Let me tell you exactly
You know
what
how
they
you
do.
go on maps and then you put a location and then
Nah,
you
that'd
see
be a
it,
truck.
like,
That'd be a
That's a truck driving
No,
around.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's a
so what they do,
360
right?
camera.
Somebody, real quick, somebody with hundreds of millions of dollars, like, yo, I want to put this building on the corner of Nassau and Fulton, right? I sketched it out, I want it to be 47 stories, and this is how much space I want it. Surveyors are constant, because the earth is, literally the physical earth is always changing, right? So they're gonna go out and they're gonna pinpoint to the exact degree, like, okay, if you're gonna build this, this is how high you can be able to build it. This is where every single day for the last X amount of years, this is where the sun sets. So when the sun hits here, this is where you're gonna get this. This is where you're gonna get
That's
that.
crazy.
And so that's why they constantly
That's
looking
like
at
some
that
shit
shit.
you gotta go to school for. Like,
But even if you think about it, even if you don't
I
get
do
moved,
that.
Let me tell you right now. Let me tell you right now.
That
Let me tell
sounds
you right
lit.
now. So I work with this guy, right? Real quick, I work with this guy.
Probably make 100K starting probably.
No, it's not even about the bread, and honestly, right now with this thing, so he was a surveyor. He's actually originally from Flint, Michigan, right? And he moved to New York like 10 years ago. Got a job for Con Ed as an engineer, but he and I ended up being on some job, we had to do something or whatever. And he was just talking, and we were just conversation. We were spending time for the day or whatever. And he was like, "Yeah, I do surveying." I'm like, "What is that?" So he explained to me what that was. So I only learned this like a month ago. Oh shit! And he was like,
I
"Yo."
in front the way he was talking. Like,
Yeah, I get busy, right?
So
yeah, man, job.
right?
Like, yeah.
So homie was like, yeah, he took a leave of absence from our job for like 6 months because he got with a program that's involving like NASA and all types of shit. And he went down to the South Pole. So the exact pinpoint of where the South Pole is, he marked. And it only gets marked every like 50 years. So he's only one in like 100 people in history who's marked this exact mark where it is, because now you got to think that mark hits and it goes with all the longitude and latitudes around the world, all that other shit.
Fucking me up, bro.
Right? Again, what
But I'm just saying,
Like, it's
think about it. Like,
box.
think about it. If he came to the school and it's like, yo, this is what I got. I got Happy Feet penguins next to me. I'm doing this type of shit. Kids are gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, you would never think
That's
that.
different
But
shit.
Anyway,
them niggas get bread like that. Now I'm looking
the money that he was making, like that's
probably $200K a year, some shit.
Stupid. So now back to you, right? Where the fuck that dance came from? Because you was in there talking about.
That was mad random transition.
I know, right?
Yeah, went from Happy Feet to I get it.
But you see, you know what I mean? I'm a professional, man. I know what I'm doing here, player. What's up? So how you even get to that?
Yo, to be honest, huh? How did I don't even remember.
It just came natural.
Damn, how did I get that? How did I come up with that? The D.I.L.F.
Cause that shit was a fucking wave one summer. Like niggas was on it. Like
that's a fact. I'm bringing videos. It's coming back though. I'm about to do. I never did a video for it. I'm about to do a video for it next month. I already got the whole shit. Yeah, because you know, music is timeless. You feel me?
Yeah. There was this one video I seen. It was you and like another kid. He was like skinny and like I don't know if it was.
Oh, when I ripped the shirt and shit like that.
Yeah. I was looking. You like, yeah, nah, you ain't doing it right. Yeah. And started doing that. I was like, yo, that shit's a fly, bro.
Nah, it's a cool, you know.
I did it at my gender reveal. That's how we connected. I did it at the gender reveal.
That shit was lit. Yeah, that shit was lit. I think your young lady was doing it too. I think.
Yeah. So one of my little man's Jai, he played the song. Like the baby shower, the gender reveal was over. And he just played the song, and he was like, "Yo, the D.I.L.F rock," because I'm a dad now. Because it was.
Right. No, we were there.
I don't know if y'all left though. I don't know if y'all left.
Nah, we was there today.
Oh yeah.
This shit was a fucking movie,
nigga.
nigga.
Yeah, it was a movie.
Stupid.
I would have to look back at my videos. I don't remember. I don't know if that was around the time the Kiki shit came out. Then I was like, yo, fuck that. I want to dance.
I think it was before the Kiki
That was smart.
shit.
Maybe it was around that. Maybe if it was.
My gender reveal was in 2018. I don't know when Kiki came out. Yeah. With Shiggy.
I think it was probably after, right?
I think the Shiggy shit was afterwards. I definitely think it was
after.
But even still, all right, so like even showing that creativity of it all.
Maybe no, I feel like it.
You was probably in that zone where you thinking like,
I gotta feel like when it was, cause if it was when the Shiggy shit, I think I was thinking like, yo, I want to dance. And I want to have a song to it, so I get 100% of the, you know what I mean? Because I'm like, Shiggy shit was lit, but it wasn't his song. It would have been like, he would have been out of here OD if it was his song in the dance, you know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, I probably was thinking like, I want to dance in my own song with it type of shit, you know what I mean? So, I don't remember where it came from. I'm not sure if that's where it came from, but all I know is that I think I did it a few times, and I didn't even do it as good as I do it now. I was just doing this. Type of thing, not even a smile and pop in the chest. I just was doing this. And then Wiz Khalifa started doing it in his videos, and I'm like, what the fuck? Is he doing a D.I.L.F?
Yeah, like he taking my shit.
So then he told me like, yo, I love the dance. I'll be doing the D.I.L.F. When I confirmed it, I was like, oh shit, I got something with this shit. So I'm like, let me keep doing it.
You confronted him when you roll up on him like, yo, what you doing, nigga?
That'd be funny as fuck. So I'm like, yo, I got something. Let me make a song with it, and you know what I mean. So that was it. Because I think the first time I did it was to the. No, I don't know. I don't remember. I gotta look back at my video.
Yeah,
damn,
that shit went
like a few ladies will be thinking like, damn, I remember now.
But it's funny though, right? I did it for that little bit of time. Then I'm like, all right, cool. I had this little moment. That's it. But some people will come to me still to this day.
Talk about
yo, what's good? Ain't you D.I.L.F, right? And I'm like, damn, like,
still
not even a growl. Niggas be like, yo, D.I.L.F, right? I love that shit. And I'm like, damn, people still. So I'm like, y'all still got something with that, like, you know.
You got a few like. You got a few things.
So shit like that you gotta pay attention to, like, you know what I mean?
So I know you on time today, right?
Yeah.
Clock, but
I got like a little
couple questions
5-10
before we wrap up with you today. Where is your intention like next? Like what are you looking to do next? Where you going with it next? What do you got going on now?
All right, so acting always been like the dream, like since day one. That's why I even started doing skits, like to get into acting type of shit. So acting, OD, movies, commercials, whatever. Like I want to be on TV.
50. What's up?
Whoever growl at me, I'm here, man.
I could play Method Man's like intern or something.
No, but facts, so that always been a goal type of shit. You feel me? And how I even got into wanting to do skits. One of the best shows of my life, my nigga, Chappelle's show. Chappelle's show. I was a kid watching that shit. I'm like, yo, this is amazing. Yeah. So when I got older, I was like, I want to do something like Chappelle's show. Wavy's real, like different random ass skits and sketches. Like, you feel me? His creativity was crazy.
Yeah, but that, you gotta think about that at that time span, what shit he was doing. Like nobody, even to this day, nobody's doing that. Nobody's doing that. And he did that shit.
Not to that degree, nah.
He did that shit consistently like a motherfucker. And it was rolling. And that shit was like, it was a point, I was watching shit faithfully. I was consistent. I'm like, yo, Chappelle should come on, let me see what kind of funny shit he got. time? What he doing this time?
That was like one of my favorite shows, and I was like, I just analyzed that shit like, and what I loved about it so much was like, yo, this nigga doing off the wall shit on TV, like how you get away with this shit, like he just ain't care.
Yeah.
So I just wanted that free mind, free spirit, like fuck it, let me just have fun with this shit. Whatever crazy ideas I had, fuck it, however the world take it, they take it. But you know what I mean, it's my art. Yeah. You feel me?
And that's like one of the reasons why I envy you, cause I always wanted to act my whole life too.
Oh, word? But it's, nigga, they ain't never too late, bro.
Nah,
like Lance Gross,
but
and Lance Stevenson. You be getting Lance Stevenson, right?
Yeah, I get
That's
Lance
crazy.
But with that, I can't do skits. I work in the
school,
DOE.
yeah.
Like one parent see that, they don't like the way it's going, I could lose my job, and that's my job is my livelihood. Any skits would be fun and
You coming to that point where it's like, yo, I'm gonna do this. It's gonna have to work.
Yeah,
after that school.
No, but you see some teachers that do. Some teachers do videos though.
I've seen some because
on TikTok. I've seen
you can do the skits based on what you actually do for a living.
He thinking it's gonna be regular.
Oh, no. I know how you think.
On the same page.
I know how you think. Now you can get fired.
If I write these skits on these shits the kids do all day, bro, like shit gonna go crazy, and then I'm gonna be fired.
And then they're gonna go crazy, gonna be lit. So it's cool.
Nah, it depends. Because he go crazy, he get canceled. Yeah. It's too much.
I totally get that, and I mean, even like censorship sucks because I mean, unfortunately, because of the career you have, like that is something you have to think about or whatever. That's actually a spin-off question. Like when you make videos, do you ever think like, nah, I'm wilding. I gotta hold it down. Like it's too crazy.
So it's funny, right? Before I went viral off the Growl and shit, I used to do whatever type of videos, whatever idea I think of, like. Whatever type of videos, you feel me? And then when I got lit off the Growl, I started doing like kid-friendly videos, like to the point where I know all my videos ain't funny. It's just entertaining and it's cool for the kids. Like, oh, he just growled. You know what I mean? To adults, they just be like, oh, what you this nigga do is growl, da. But to the kids, they love that shit. So I always get to that point where I was dumbing my ideas down, making it kid-friendly. And then, like, as of late, I just been like, yo, fuck it, I want to do what I want. Or sometimes I just throw in a little hand there, but I get a little flack. But I was like, fuck it, that's what I was thinking at the time. Like, I did a skit where I invited a shorty over. She came through. We chilling. She looking like, yo, what's that smell? I stink, whatever. So I'm like, yo, let me go in the shower real quick. I go take a shower. She come in like, yo, I gotta use the bathroom real quick. She opened the door. My underwear's on the floor, but it got shit stains on it. So then she come in, look like, what the fuck is this here? And then she run out. Then I'm like, what happened? I come out the shower, butt ass, and I step on my underwear. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, ew. Like, so like that was some crazy idea I thought of. Like, yo, that'd be funny if one day you taking a shower while shorty there, you waiting, you know, you pampering up for her. Then she coming in, we use the bathroom quick. You got shit stains on your drawers. So you know, I be having random ass ideas. So I'll put that shit to play. And you know how they play out that shit. So sometimes I have
that would be a good ass fucking like commercial for like dude wipes.
That's doodle wipes is a thing.
Not doodle wipe, dude wipes.
Oh, I was say what?
I'm saying nah. That's
for wipes.
Nah, because like you know what it reminded me of. I was watching a commercial the other day. It was like
I forgot I had the wire. I'm like, the fuck is this? Nigga set me up.
What's like I know it was an Old Spice commercial, right? And so the nigga what he was doing was. Cause you know they always OD because they always have the nigga on the horse blah blah blah. Anyway, they had the nigga he was digging up a ditch in the backyard to hide his Old Spice. So when his wife went to work, he would run outside, dig it up, go shower. So one day she woke up, he was like, what the hell are you doing in the yard? So he went to sleep and she dug his shit up. And then he come in the bathroom the next morning and he's just seeing like little dirt stains. He's like, the fuck? And then seeing that she used his shit because he caught him or whatever. So, but the reason I say that is like, just like, looking at for yourself future marketing, right? Like you're thinking about an idea for that, reaching out to those people, right? So something that some of the business partners we're working with had us put together, right? Like a media kit.
Okay.
So put together like a media kit and just reach out because your name is known. So people looking you up, they're gonna fucking see it. Reach out to them like, yo, look, I did this skit on doodle stains, but you know we got dude wipes. You know that could be a.
But I don't know how to do shit like that. As I was just saying, as far as like.
But it's just about just constant networking.
This platform's important. You get that?
Like believe it or not, I don't got no team. Like you see, I came here dolo. Like I ain't got no.
I would definitely tell you like so like not as a like we do this thing where we do like data tips of the week or whatever.
Okay.
But just off the cuff, having a team around you.
No, I know this.
It's that shit is like.
No, I know this.
Yeah,
I know it, but you know what I mean. You know how shit goes. Like you can't force niggas to. You feel me?
Well,
especially
that's why you
don't be on the same type of time.
But sometimes you might have to reach out of the people that you know.
No, fact.
You know what I'm saying? It might have to be somebody who's doesn't have a personal interest.
You tap in with us.
Yeah, we send the information.
We'll get you.
For sure. Because we got some shit going on later, like September 17th.
I'm gonna hit him later. He gonna be like, yeah, so this the price, bro, for this, that, that.
Nah.
Made it seem cool on the podcast.
Nah, we ain't like that. We ain't like that.
Fuck, you gonna look
I ain't
out.
even that type of
Dad,
nigga.
nigga, trying to
I
pay for
ain't
acting
even
school. Dilf to Dilf, nigga.
I ain't even
Nah, check it. September 17th, we got plugged into the HBCU weekend college football game. They bring it out to New York.
Okay,
so it's Morehouse versus
Howard.
So
game
that's
classic.
gonna be in MetLife in Giant Stadium. It's gonna be a big deal.
Okay.
So I mean, slide through. We in progress with our manager Drew. Shout out to Drew.
Oh, okay.
That's he's running it. So we could like figure that out and plug you in there because it's gonna be HBCU a week prior to that, like that week of September, and like just a different panel. So maybe
And that brings us to a point we mentioned before, right? So even at there, right? They're gonna have a college fair, career day type of things or whatever. And so that also brings me to think like, like we don't want to be telling the kids like, hey, you come to our school, join a medical program. Well, we got a fantastic creative arts program. You know what I'm saying? Come learn how to do this shit, and listen, you never know. You always gotta, always be networking. Like you never know who's in the room. Always having a conversation.
I shake hands, I growl at people.
Yeah, this is fire.
I was telling Saya because like we didn't know each other from a can of paint, and I reached out
to
to you, and it was all love. He was like, I'm gonna pull up to
you.
You
thought I was on flop?
Yeah,
A lot of people, they be surprised when I pull up. They be like, you know what I mean? Especially on time and shit. I'm like, nah, son. If it makes sense, because a lot of podcasts I don't really do, because a lot of niggas be bullshitting. Like, you know what I mean? I do a podcast. Niggas don't put that shit out to next year. It's like, what the fuck, nigga? Like, you know what I mean? Weird shit like that. Or I'll look at, and some niggas get offended. I'll be like, oh, can I see like the future podcast you did? If I can see the structure, see how consistent you with it. Because I don't want to waste my time. You know what I mean? You feel me?
Yeah. And even like the hitting you up on Instagram, he responded and all that.
Yeah, nah, of course.
Yeah, like some people who are up there now or think they're up there for like,
they're like, I ain't answering nothing without a blue check, nigga.
Yeah.
Nah, facts, but I'm still here. I'm still working. Either way, like if it's all love, I still remember that video. So I was like, that's love. You didn't have to do that shit. That shit was OD dope. I might post that shit soon.
One thing I need you to mention that the people probably don't know. You said the Velveeta, but we had cut you up before you gotta go. I know you gotta go. So just let them know what the Velveetas are.
Listen, Velveetas, man, it's velvet do-rags made by me. So a quick little brief story. How I started with that was the first video I went viral, I had a velvet do-rag on and shit like that. So I was reading the comments and a lot of people was like, yo, what the fuck is that, velvet silk, da-da-da-da. So I realized, all right, that's one of my things, that's my costume now, velvet do-rag. So next video I had a different color velvet do-rag, boom. I started switching up, people started commenting on them shit. So basically the person I was buying them from, I hit him up like, yo, let me buy those shits wholesale off you, you know what I mean? Because niggas want these shits. Fucking do-rag companies is reaching out to me in my DM. Yo, if you sell for us, use your code, da-da-da, you get a certain percentage. I'm like, oh, that sounds good. But I'm like, fuck it, why get a certain percentage? I get the whole thing.
Yeah, exactly.
You feel me? So I worked something out with Son, started selling them shits. Oh my God.
The guy that she was wearing,
making them shits for me. Yeah, it was a black dude. He was making them shits by hand. Yo, the first month I started selling them, fucking December, I made 15 G's. A little over, but who's counting? But 15.
Little something.
That's who's counting.
I mean, but in 1 month alone, cause the demand was ridiculous.
So you like, hold the fuck, that changed nigga life. You said like, yo.
Nah, I mean, not no life
I
changing.
mean, no, it changed your life on the way you look at shit. Cause it's like, yo, I just. This something that I was just wearing and doing, and people like it and want to do it. So it's like, now it's like, I want to do more. I gotta make 30 now.
That's
like, you know what I mean?
So look, check this out, right? So I was buying them shits from Son, and then shit started getting a little wacky. Like a lot of the do-rags would be uneven. Shit would smell like a lot of weed. Like all this shit smell like weed. Black nigga shit.
He's doing this shit in his kitchen, so he like,
you feel me? He's like, you need money by tomorrow. Ashtrays, all that shit. So this would change the game for me. I had got an email one time from a lady, who knows her race, but she like, I purchased this item for my son from you. Not everybody smokes weed. I opened the bag, it smells like a lot of weed, da-da-da-da-da. Yeah. And I'm like, damn, that's when that shit hit home. Because it's like, I don't smoke myself. And I knew it was Son, so shout out to my lady, my girl, Steph. She fucking, she was with me. After that, we was ordering from him. We was spraying the bags with Febreze. Wow. Each bag with Febreze in, and I showed the shit. And I spoke to Son. Told him, he like, oh, fuck out of here, fuck that shit, I don't care. Ignorant shit.
Yeah.
Fuck them, da-da-da, fuck out of here. I'm gonna smoke more weed on the shits, da-da-da. What the fuck?
It's a business.
Nigga, I'm bringing you money. Like, why? Like, why?
Eating.
He was getting paid, bro.
I'm sure.
He was getting paid. He was eating stupid. So after a while, he started throwing shots at me. Oh, this nigga think he better, da 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 da.
I'm like, bro,
Curved him.
Yeah, it's over.
So now I got into the game even deeper, to where I started going out to the city, going to different fabric stores, testing out different fabrics, and I found the manufacturer that cut and sew, just like that.
Over.
Over. Now I need you myself, nigga. Everything myself. Now I know how much shit really costs. Different designs.
That's how you turn that 15
everything
to 30.
Everything for this like.
Like a show, like wash my
I'm getting
hair.
more creative with the shit. You feel me? It's crazy.
And all
Yeah, I seen the diamonds on the joint.
Diamonds joints. I'm getting more swim. I don't know if you saw the swim Vita. That's a waterproof joint. You pour anything on it, that shit just.
Nah, I might need that.
I got
see that.
Yo,
I'm gonna need that shit.
Yo, this shit got me to a different level. Like, he's stupid. In the summertime, I got towel beaters. Basically,
Yeah, I seen that.
We turned it into a do-rag type shit. I got all types of shit for any season. I mean, what the like? I'm
It's about to
really.
be lit. Yo, send some of that merch over here, man.
Yeah,
Nah, bro,
I'm on it, son. That's
I
fire.
got some. DILF kid, your father too?
We all can.
Everybody follows.
Oh, so it's lit. Oh, hell yeah. I got a little DILF kid. Yeah, I don't know. They could have stepdad.
Yo, man, listen, it was dope having you on here, man.
Nah, yeah, I'm sorry I gotta go. I wish we could've, you know what I mean?
It's all good, man.
Definitely.
Before you go,
we
man,
bring
let
you
people
back.
know where we can find you, what you doing, what you got coming up.
Listen, check me out, wavysworld.net for all merch. Wavy's World, Google, Wavy's World, Instagram, Wavy with an E. That's it, man. Y'all know what's up. Just Google Wavy's World, Big DILF, Growlin guy, whatever. Don't play yourself, save yourself. Get your money, I'm not your funny. I'm here to play. Oops. I'm here to stay, not to play.
Gotta get a new Growl too.
I know, but I was waiting for my sinuses. So why did that know me? I'm a stuffy ass nigga. So I got you. Listen, Big DILF was in the spot. I made it hot. Don't play with me, stay with me.
I can do that?
Hell no.
Hell no. That nigga gonna try.
I was gonna make a growl before I
Now we want to see. We want to try the growls. Give your best growl. Give your best effort.
I know you've been practicing.
That's just snoring, nigga.
This shit, nah, ain't no way, bro. I can do it. I can, you with that.
Go ahead, son. Give your best growl.
Oh, that's
That nigga said growl. Because you had me laughing that hard when he just said growl.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He was ready to go last.
This ain't my shit.
That's just
dirt.
I ain't got shit.
Nah, come on, you can top this shit, Paul.
I can't touch it.
Oh, I said pause fast. I said pause instantly. Yeah, you tried.
Nah, that's your way, man.
Nah, you gotta do it, son. You ain't gonna go.
Yo, there's no, I know I can't do it. I don't do shit I know I can't
You
do.
can't even get the right animal, bro. These niggas said meow.
man.
Nah, I don't even know. I don't even know where to start.
First, you gotta go get a BBL on your vocal cords.
Nah, you know what's up.
Nah, but yo, real talk, we appreciate you pulling
I
up on us,
appreciate y'all
man.
even more.
It's all
For
love,
real.
brother.
Thank you.
So,
Likewise.
real quick though, before you leave, let's get a dad tip. We don't all gotta do it because you gotta go. So
A what?
Daddy, so we do what we call like a daddy
All right,
tip of
daddy
the week.
tip.
it's like
Tip of the
advice. Advice for other fathers out
anything,
there.
anything.
Or it could be just anything.
Dad advice, the best dad advice ever I could get anyone. Fucking choose the right baby mom, man. Oh no, that's the pre-dads. That's pre-dads. Choose the right. Shout out to the mother of my child. She's amazing, bro. Amazing. Like, you know, since my shit been lit, like she hold it down to the max. Like, I don't gotta think about nothing, worry about nothing, anything. So shout out to you, baby. Stephanie Lubin, shout out to you. But a daddy tip. Oh man. Have fun. Be in your child's life. Have fun. When I say have fun, I mean like, you know, don't be one of them, like don't be one of them parents that like anytime your kid crying or wild and you just, yo, what you da-da-da-da. Like have fun, man, and just know that he's a kid. He's a kid, he's growing and he's still learning, you feel me? Don't be too hard on your kid. A lot of people be hard on babies. They want to wild on babies. Like, son, they're a baby, bro. They still growing. Like, you feel me? Just have fun and just take it easy, man. And, you know, be in your child's life for real, because these kids really need a daddy, son. It really got to be balanced. You feel me? And it didn't hit me till like kind of recently. Like, I was in a crib with my girl and shit. My son was drinking the apple juice. He wanted more. She about to give it to him. I said, yo, how many he had already? She said he had one. I said, yo, don't give him no more. Just give him water. All right, cool. I dipped, came back.
Balance.
What he doing? Drinking apple juice. I'm like, yo, I thought we had an understanding. Oh, because, you know, moms be a little soft. You know, the baby, I mean, I want this. So, you know, they'll give it to us. We got to be on something like, nah, one and done. That's it. My son don't ask me for nothing because he know everything is a no. Everything. Daddy, can I? No. Daddy, can I? No. Daddy, can I fuck her? No. Like, everything is a dub. Like, you feel me? So everything, mommy. It got to be that balance, man. Be in your child's life That's it, man. Have fun with this shit. For real.
Fire. You want to give y'all's or not?
Nah.
All right, cool.
Gotta go.
Why not? I want to hear. You probably teach me some shit.
He try to get out easy. Nah, you gotta give him. Man.
Dad and tip.
That one easy though, but.
You funny.
I would say.
If you don't have it, you can wait to the end.
Yeah,
you gonna watch the episode anyway, man.
All right, cool.
I know you got
You got
to handle.
Yeah, I got a lot of shit flowing in my mind. Just in general, life tip, I could say, like, with people, like, don't take life for granted. In the sense of, like, you never know what the next person going through or how they feeling or whatever the case is. And always check up on your people and see what's going on. Because a simple text to somebody, hey, how you doing, what's up? I thought about you could go a long way on them. Like, they probably having a fucked up day by you reaching out and, like, they hear, oh, there's some people that actually, like, care about me and know I'm, like, around. Like I mean, because people posting a happily lifestyle or something, motherfuckers be miserable.
Yeah.
Still check up on that motherfucker. He like, because every time some friends like they having a good time, him like, yo, how you? Like, yo, I'm fucked up right now. I'm like, nigga, you was just
with
30 bottles,
nah, that's
bitches, like, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta still be that comfort with somebody to have that conversation with. But this in general, if somebody's like reaching out to you, asking you how you doing, because it's two things when people do that, right? Some people just really don't give a fuck how you doing.
Yeah.
And some people who do. Because somebody asks you how you doing, you really express how you doing. They probably this other person like, damn, this nigga, damn, I don't even want to get that answer.
Yeah,
like, you know,
I was hoping to say
like,
good.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, but still, and even with that, right? When you do that, that person still probably feel better, even though you probably give a fuck. But by you even asking,
that's true.
That person got that out, and it's like, I'm good. So check up on your peoples, man.
Everything you're saying is facts. And real quick, that's honestly why I do what I do type of shit. Like as far as like entertainment and stuff like that. That's why just to like, you never know what people going through. So it's like one of my videos might cheer somebody up. Like I used to delete certain videos because they ain't getting that much views and likes. But I'm like, yo, everything ain't for everybody. You never know who this one video that not hitting that much. 100%. This one person like, yo, damn, I need to hear this. I need to see this. Like, damn, you made my day off of this. Just because it ain't making everybody day. If it make one, that's all that matters for me. I remember I was in high school because I always been a class clown. Nigga, this girl told me, yo, I only come to school because of you. Like, just to be around you, just to hear your new jokes for the day.
I heard that a lot, too, when I was in high school.
I'm going to school every day.
Now it is. For real shit, I was like, damn, not to learn?
Yeah.
Like, you feel me? Because she's going through all types of shit, whatever, but she don't give a fuck about school. Like, you know what I mean? It's like crazy. I kept her going to school, like, just me and me. So, like, for real, like you said, check on your people, man.
I had a one-on-one meeting with my mentor this week, and he asked me a question, and I was like, where the fuck that came from? I wasn't even talking about, had nothing to do with the conversation. He was like, yo, you ever feel like you want to run as fast as you can, but you purposely keep at pace with everybody else around you because you don't want them to feel away? And I thought about it before I answered, and I said, yeah. He like, don't do that no more. And I was like, what do you mean? He was like, what happens is, think about it like this, right? If you go to the gym with somebody who only benches the same way that you bench, y'all ain't both gonna get stronger. Go to the gym with somebody who benches more than you. You know what I'm saying? And help them out. And then when you get an opportunity, go to the gym with somebody who's trying to get to where you at. Because that way you're always gonna keep going. But if all you're doing is knowing that you can get there faster or run faster, and everybody else around you, you wanna slow down so that they don't feel away, nobody's getting nowhere. So I say that to say, my dad tip of the week, no matter what it is you're doing in life, whether how you raise your kids, how you work, whatever you want to do, go at that shit full speed that you can. And if you feel like people around you can't keep up, then that's going to be that person's motivation. You hope that that's their motivation to help them, or you help them try to catch up to where you catch up. Because you want to get to a point where you get to somebody who's outpacing you to help push you forward. So,
Gangster.
there we go.
Nah, that was amazing. Yeah, you can't top that.
Nah. He be having some shit. His brother Styles.
Oh, for real? Yeah.
That's why he go last. Why he go last?
When he speak?
Yeah. It's good deep. They shit the
He
heart.
the real preach?
Nah,
Facts.
like, so, it's not necessarily a tip, but just a way of thought. Understand the difference of knowing you're a fool for giving up or keep trying, because you could be both. You just gotta know the situation. Or you could be knowing if you're the successor for keep trying, or you're gonna be the fool for giving up. So my dad and tip is that step in a moment in time, in your pace, like in the sense you say, and know what speed you're trying to go. or what position you trying to put yourself in. Honestly, fuck everybody in reality, because they really don't matter even unless we want to keep on living our life. I'm saying, you gotta know what are you the fool for keeping on trying, or are you the fool for giving up? And only you gonna be the one that's gonna suffer suffer or win the reward on it. Only you gonna be a successor. Only you gonna be the fool for it. So take a moment in time and over just realize like, yo, damn. Am I a fool for keep trying right now? Because I definitely know I've been in situations. I was a fool for keep trying, and I became a success for giving up. So the same thing for everybody else. The same, just like how you said, you gotta know when to be intentional.
Yeah.
That's the foolery or the success in you. You gotta know when the pace is. That's a fool in you or that's a successor. Am I speeding up? I'm going too fast. I'm gonna crash. So that's my dad and tip of the week. It's just like recognize the fool in you or the successor, and know when to give up and keep trying.
Nah, y'all wild. No, first of all, y'all niggas ain't shit. Cause I'm thinking daddy tip nigga some shit about fucking kids and shit. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all should have told me like, yo, it could have been about anything.
You said about life.
Yeah. Y'all niggas fucked me. Nah, fuck that one. Nigga. Fuck these
You want to do
kids,
it? You want to do it?
Nah. Steve ain't go yet. Go ahead, Steve.
So I'm gonna say what I gotta say, and
Right,
you
yeah.
keep thinking of what you gotta say.
That's what he did.
You already got it.
That's what he did.
So
I ain't gonna make the show, by the way. It's over.
oh damn.
Yeah, though, fuck it. I'm gonna try though, but still, go.
So I was just thinking about like the career day yesterday. So I had this young lady who she came to me. She said, I was looking over for you. I'm like, I'm right here. She's like,
Asshole.
yeah. She's like, I was just in the career day, and the lady asked me what I wanted to do when I grow up, and they got mad because I didn't know. I'm like, you're 16. You don't know right now. Like when I said I didn't figure out what I wanted to do in my life until I was 25. Like I said, you're entitled not to know. So my daddy tip would be, stop pushing these kids to grow quicker than they supposed to. Stop setting your goals for them and expecting them to accomplish it. Cause I let her chill in my office. Then the assistant principal came in like, yeah, you need to watch her. She was in there acting up. I'm like, the question was, what does she want to be when she go to college? She doesn't know. You can't get mad at her for not knowing.
Exactly.
Right.
So that all falls into compassion, and that's why I'm in the field I am. Because most of these people just think that you just gotta just know. Like you have some compassion. Like she don't even know what she's doing right now. So to know what she's doing in college is impossible. Like she's barely made. That's what she said. She said, I'm figuring out my life now. Like. And they don't really know. They don't speak to these kids, so they don't really know what they're going through. So
they don't relate.
Understand that, though. I think she's more understood than some adults.
And that's
with her, so I don't even know.
Yeah,
Super fat.
And that's why I get her, and they don't get her. And they, whenever she act up, they want to suspend her. I'm like, bro, we need to help her. She doesn't know.
Yeah.
Like,
You know what they need? They need a couple of courses on like emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
Because they're looking at these kids like, all right, yo, you about to be in college in the next couple of years. You need to know this shit. When you get to show up to college, all you want to do is get the free food and fuck bitches. Like, I don't fucking know, nigga. Like, let me just figure this shit out. Give me a year, nigga. Like, damn.
I'm 100% honest with y'all. And anybody that went to college, you don't learn shit in college. I went to college for 4 years and did not learn nothing. Nothing.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Nothing.
The shit that I learned in college, none of that, majority of what I learned in college did not come out of nobody's
I got a
book or
degree
classroom.
and didn't even use it. So,
Bro, listen, what I do for a living now has nothing to do with what I spent 4 years of
Not my part of
other motherfuckers' money on.
Yeah.
So,
That's why I never went to school.
my son decided he don't want to go to college. I figure out what you're going to do with your life. That's it.
something.
You got to do something, though.
Facts.
But
Right.
I'm not pushing you towards college. That debt. Nigga, I'm $100,000 in debt.
I mean
For what?
that's why I feel the school systems are long to like. I stopped blaming the school system. Like back home as parents, we should get more of teaching our kids how to do things. Like you handy around the crib. That's a whole field of bread. You can make your own. That's independent, own business. On your own thing, and you can make over 100K like these jobs, and you don't have the debt from school. You know what I'm saying? Like that's more of a trade. I'd rather put my son in trade to go learn something, how to do something, because you learn how to do something, you could do that forever.
That's a fact. You're always gonna need a
Forever.
plumber. You're always gonna need your fridge fixed. You're always gonna need a roofer. You're always gonna need a
That's
contractor.
like forever. That's life.
That's a
like
fact.
it's never gonna like stop doing that. So it's like in that sense, like I learned that like over the years as I got older to like learn how to do things and like I could fix up stuff, makes it like 8 hours versus like 30 minutes. but I'm gonna get it done. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't matter.
But then the next time you do it, it might take you 7 hours and then 6 hours, and you just constantly
that's why
keep
the jobs I had recently, like I done stuff that I'd never done before. And I'm just like, I'm gonna learn this shit. And once I learn it, it's lit. It's over. I see it do something once or twice. Now I'm over here turn the other niggas. Yo, it's like you gotta do it like this. Like so, like that's what like. I mean, everybody's different. Some people might not want to do that. That's cool. But like, it's more to life and things than just like the whole generic. So society want to give you. You know what I'm saying? So if you into something, just go. Just do that shit. Like just do it.
You got your daddy tip for
That
you.
nigga read my mind, nigga. I was gonna say that same shit.
I had a feeling.
Nah, it's some calm shit. Same shit, basically piggybacking off of what he said. Like, you know what I mean? Don't just bet on yourself, man. Like, you know, a lot of the times we have ideas and shit like that. We don't go with it. You feel me? We be like, that ain't gonna work. You know, a lot of times people be like, everybody doing that already, so I don't want to do this. Nah, man, everybody different. Everybody doing the same thing, but everybody doing it in their own type of way. You different from everybody else. That's how you gotta look at things.
That's a fact.
And another thing is, don't get comfortable and don't be fucking wasting mad time and looking back like, what if? You feel me? Like, I ain't gonna lie, it took me a lot to leave my job, son. Like, I had security. I was in a hospital, bro, 10 years. And I wish I left before that, but I was scared. Like, you feel me? But as I got older, I didn't want to be older and then be like, damn, what if I did this? What if I left? What if I took that chance? So I'm like, fuck it. What I got to lose, man? I took that chance. I have an amazing lady. She believed in me. You feel me? You know, a lot of people, you got security. What about insurance? What about this? What about that? What's that? You know, a lot of people, just take a leave of absence. Niggas convinced me to do a lot of shit. And I was
Besides just say, this.
And I'm like, I'm out. I don't want to look back like, I got this to fall on. Because when you feel like you got some shit like that, you ain't gonna give your all. You feel me? So I was like, nah, bro.
That's these things.
So I took that chance, man. You gotta take chances.
The leap of faith. They said, fuck it.
That's it.
It should gotta work out.
We doing 2 dad tips. I got another one.
Hold on.
We out of here. Yo, listen, hold on. So hold on. So listen, appreciate you pulling up, man. You know what it is. D.I.L.F life, baby.
D.I.L.F life, man. You ain't
shout out to everybody.
Facts.
Fact, man. Appreciate you for tuning in. Can't wait to show y'all this episode, man. Appreciate you still pulling up on us, styling on us. When you give us one more growl for the audience before we get out of here, I mean. And we out.
That was mine.
He tried to add it in.